Here with SEC Commissioner Mike Slive. Commissioner, do you feel kind of like a rock star walking around here?
Well, I think all my eligibility is used up. And I tell people that 12 years ago when I came to the SEC, I was 6'2", but now I'm about 5'8", or if I'm lucky. So that tells you, but just joking aside, the real stars here are the coaches and the players. And the fun for me is to see the coaches and to see the players and get to meet them a little bit because, we're sort of in our office in Birmingham. I never get, it's the 13th time I've done this, and it's more exciting every single year.
And you've got to feel 7 feet tall with the success that this league has had, especially in football. What does it mean to get a deal with like the SEC network going off the ground this fall?
Well, that's a huge opportunity for us. It's really an historic event because we can feature all of our sports and we can get to know our student athletes up close and personal. We can highlight and feature our institutions, those things we can't do when you're just putting on games. Now we're going to put on over 1,000 events. That's a lot of events in a lot of different sports. But it's a great moment for, we're putting up a national network that will have, that will be available to everybody around the country. It's available now, of course, to everyone because of our current providers, Dish and AT&T Uverse, and we're still talking to other providers. But at least from a conference perspective, we're delighted that we can tell everybody that at least, it's available.
And what an exciting year to do it. The college football playoff starts this year.
Right.
How excited are you to kind of see that as not only an administrator, really, but as a fan?
Well, we've been looking for something like this, as you know, for quite a while. And I'm excited about it. I'll be very excited if we get selected properly. I won't be so excited if we don't. But it's another piece of the whole postseason is what we've done with the Sugar Bowl by partnering up with the Big 12 and putting that game on January 1 in prime time with the Rose Bowl as a lead-in, plus the opportunity to play in the Orange Bowl, 3 to 5 times. So the whole package, when you take it as a whole, is really, I think, very, very good for us. And it's going to give our kids a great opportunity to play some very significant games.
You made a short statement on Sarah Patterson yesterday. You were just talking to her replacement, Dana Duckworth.
I was.
What does she mean, Sarah, to the league and especially to women's sports?
Well, it's almost hard to put into words what Sarah means. There are a few coaches that you think about, particularly on the women's side, who have developed their sports and have created a presence that transcends their gender. And so if you think about Pat Summitt, and you should then think about Sarah in the same way, because these are for example, two extraordinary women who put a sport on their backs, created it, developed it, made it not only an institutional sport but an SEC sport. And so we want to obviously honor her in a way that she deserves to be honored.
And finally, last thing, Alabama just announced that they're going to play Southern Cal in the Cowboy Classic in 2016. How big a point of emphasis was it for you as a commissioner to get teams to kind of start playing those bigger games, bigger name schedule?
Well, when we decided to stay at 8 games, we also said, well, if we're going to stay at 8, we want to require everybody to make sure that everybody plays at least one game to create the so-called 9 games. I'm still not clear on why 9 is a magic number, but and so we had 4 teams already doing that, with the rivalry games, Florida State, et cetera. And Alabama had been doing this for a long time. It can only be good for the league when when we can announce a game of this stature, which will be a hugely interesting game. It's coast to coast kind of game, and so I was delighted to get the news.
Good deal.
Okay.
Commissioner Mike Slive, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.